On the beat.
Hi everyone, this is Zaza.
I'm Fix.
Welcome to
The Walk.
The Walk of Apology. Yo!
Apologizing. I'm sorry, Mazad.
Yo!
I'm sorry.
Yo!
You know,
when does anybody ever say that? I'm sorry. I can count. Since I've been alive, people who've said I'm sorry.
I can count
I
them with this
can
finger.
count. Up to those fingers, maybe. I can
Maybe
count.
they make it to
oh
this
my
finger.
gosh. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Sure,
sorry,
sure.
Fix. Yo.
You first have to kill your pride.
You.
And then get because your pride keeps telling you, hey, how are we gonna start this? The person, you think so many things, and you're fighting with your pride now. Come on, and then the embarrassment of having to go to the person and apologize. Yeah, it's very difficult.
It's
Yeah,
difficult.
yeah. Just
And
to say these words.
It's like saying, Guti, I was wrong.
am sorry.
And
I
it's
was
like
wrong.
saying, Guti, admitting, Guti, you were wrong.
I'm wrong.
Guti, I was wrong
I was
for,
wrong.
skis. Yo, I mean, I don't want to lie, guys. That word doesn't come that easy from my mouth. You. I mean, my partner can definitely say it never comes out from this. But I think it depends as well the relationship as well. I think with your partner, it's always like, hey, I'm sorry. Why should I say I'm sorry?
And then you find ways to justify this, just to avoid.
And you started and you were
I'm
like
sorry.
this.
Instead of just like, look, no matter however it started, whatever sky was
Whoever
there,
is
what
wrong.
rained, you were wrong according to this. You said this and it was wrong. Who started? What jumped? Was an elephant there or not? You were wrong. Just say, I am sorry.
You know, there's this other this other friend of mine. When I was still in South Africa, and she had an argument with a boyfriend. The boyfriend was wrong, and then she said she went to the boyfriend and she said, "I'm sorry." I said, "Utini, you said what? You sorry when he's the one who did something. He's the one who was cheating. You saying you are sorry?" I said, "Okay, no." You need to put your sorry in the right place. This one is not fitting. But it's what she said that had me like this. She said, sometimes that's all you need to do. All you need to do to bring peace. You just say, I'm sorry. That brings peace. You move on. You move forward with that thing. I was like, for me, I can't say I'm sorry when I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, other people would say I'm sorry just for the sake of peace. I want peace. So me saying I'm sorry is for us to have peace and be able to move forward.
Yeah. But then the other land of downfall is how will the person see you then if you're apologizing for something they did?
They did. So the thing is, I'm sorry goes in other people, they use it in other ways. I won't apologize for something that I didn't do.
But apology do bring peace, and then it relaxes the other person from reliving that hurt. You're one of carrying that grudge about, you did this, you did so for them it's like when you come to them and say I'm sorry, it's more of I saw you, so I respect you enough to go, I did not treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Yeah, and so it's a thing for
it's
that
like
person
a kick
of going like,
rather than
thank
anything.
you. Because the person now can respect that because you have just valued them in your apology. That you've reflected on yourself enough to go like, you're one of the people I value, so I apologize for
So
this.
they would definitely go back and say, why are you saying I'm sorry when because especially if you know that you are the one who's wrong. So you would definitely go back, why man you fix is saying is sorry. But it is that, that's really powerful. Oh wow. I never thought of it like that.
It's very important to live a lifestyle of apologizing. Even if it's two people in the wrong. You had an argument. I was wrong in it. You were wrong in it. I don't have to go, oh, well, the person was wrong, so I'm not. No. I'm apologizing for my part in this. And that's it. You're clearing that space for yourself, and you're creating peace for yourself to know that even if that person is still angry with you, they have that thing on their own. Whether you're not a party to that, whether you've cleared your peace in that. Yeah, but okay, I was wrong in this area and I don't need to address yours. That's yours to reflect on. I'm apologizing for my space, for what I played in this role, and that's it.
Yeah, because not apologizing is destroying things. You're destroying relationships there. You're destroying people there without even you realizing that.
Yeah.
You're breaking that person. You're breaking this person. The same person is talking about you. That person is, because when you don't live that life of apologizing. You know, it destroys relationships if apologize. You know, you need to apologize in order to build relationships. But we just think it's like putting yourself down. Pride. No, I cannot be apologizing to fix. That's just putting in the and like it's the peace. It comes
very, very.
It's the peace of knowing good from your side. Apologize. If you're gonna continue lifting what you are lifting, but you are clear in your side. You are clear with your way. You are moving on from that.
Yeah, because it's very important to create your environment and create it in the space that of what it is that you want for yourself. And so having peace, joy, and all of those things around you, takes a certain character. And part of apologizing is, inviting all of those things that, one would want in their life. Apology, pushes aside drama. Apology pushes aside infighting. Apology pushes aside, disagreements, the grudge, the hatred, all of those things. Because it's sort of like the key to untangle this entanglement that sort of happens, in one's life. And I think it's important to just apologize, just to say, I'm sorry. And also, not a thing of, because this happens, to be good at saying I'm sorry, that sorry does not mean anything.
I'm sorry. Come on. I'm sorry.
And you realize, no. This is just a stepping stone of saying I'm sorry. Then you just
you are
pushing
sorry.
This thing away, but you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. It's like being in a relationship with someone who is a constant in this area. Of saying, okay, this person steals imbahla zakho, your clothes, or takes your clothes, like, they just, anytime they just take your clothes. And then when you confront them, they say, I'm sorry. And then they're going to do it again, take your clothes. And then you confront them. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm sorry. There shouldn't be a lot of them.
This is not, I'm sorry now. This is, just leave me alone, sort of a thing. And there's a huge distinction there.
Yeah.
There's a huge distinction there. Because your I'm sorry is a stand of saying, look, I recognize this is wrong and I'm not going to do it again. Because you are saying you made the mistake and you recognize the mistake and you're not planning to do the mistake again. When there's there's an intentional repeating of that mistake, that sorry was just words.
Yeah. I mean, I put you aside again if that happens. I'm sorry, Wako, I will count. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I will count them. But if they're going to exceed about 20, 21, 20, 50, 100 of the same thing, they against happening. But it's just passing.
Like,
I can't even hear it anymore. Did I hear something?
Something passed. I'm not sure. What is it?
So, I do that. I don't. You can't be. You apologize. You put change. Don't apologize and still repeat the same thing over and over. You apologize, something changes. You don't apologize and then every time when I just say I'm sorry, I use about it will be fine. Every time this is how relationships break. This is how marriages break. Yeah. Because the will just keep saying,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
For 10 years they've been at odds because of that one time that they refused to just say I'm sorry.
Lisa, you've wronged somebody. Say sorry.
Yeah.
You've hurt somebody's feelings. Say sorry. What gives you the right to which you can go hurting the people around, and then you just leave it and just move on in life with life, or you come back to that person expecting that same treatment from that person when you're the one who keeps wronging the person. No, say sorry, apologize.
And also this thing, and this is very important because a lot of us are guilty of this thing of when someone confronts you on your wrong. When are you already coming up now with they are wrong? No. You had your chance. If you wanted to come up to them and talk about their wrong, go to them, but don't use their time of them coming to you to confront you of your wrong. Where it's like a season of pulling up files. No, I'm not here to pull files off each other. No. I was hurt by this. When the emotion comes immediately by you, no. Tell yourself no. This is not the time. This is not the space. If I have my time to go and confront them of something they did wrong, I should address it. Not use it as now a weapon of defending myself of something that was wrong.
And we use it as a weapon, Sana, we do.
Rather than, let's correct.
Yeah.
Coming to and confronting each other is about, let's correct the situation. Not about who's better than the other.
Who said it better? Who had me more than you?
I'm better. You better. I'm better.
Who had who more?
Even if someone does something so much and you did a small thing and they came to confront you on that small thing, that's not your time to bring up what they did.
Okay.
When you'll have your time to bring up what they did at your time so that everyone can be heard.
Yeah.
Because if I'm telling you did this wrong, and then when you come to me and say, you did that, no one is heard because now it's this fighting thing. But if you say you did this wrong, like, I apologize, Chomi, for this.
Oh, I didn't see you in that extent. Because sometimes we don't see.
Yeah.
Guti, wait, when? Can't you just talking, Jay? Just like, I just talk sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'll just say something, Kanti, that thing went deep on somebody. Deep, so if Nyabana talk, so sorry, Ngani, I don't know, it hurt you. That way. Yabana. So apologizing, it's good because it lays the ground.
Peace. Yeah. And when someone confronts you, it took them guts to do that.
That's why
just respect that moment. Just respect that moment.
I respect that person.
Yeah.
That moment. That time. Yeah, definitely. It restores relationships.
It does. It really does.
It restores a relationship. I think that's one of the most powerful thing it does to apologize. Yeah, but now, because if you're thinking when I would say, you can just go destroying. You're breaking the relationships. That's the breaking point. We are breaking you now. You're destroying relationships. But see, just to say, I'm sorry. Bonisa ulomuntu loyo uyamrespecta.
And you regain trust as well.
Trust from umngani wakho or whoever, your family member, whatever. There's so many things that it does to say I'm sorry. And like we said before, it takes a lot. And if somebody can come to you and say I'm sorry,
that's massive. Yeah.
It wasn't easy for that person
to come and say,
but for them to come and say it, you see the person in a different light. In a different light, which wow. And
you become someone who has good character. You're known for good character. You're known for lamdu that people can lean to. And you become respected.
Yeah.
People can respect you for being able to apologize. You gain respect from that. Because when they say and I think that's important because building character is fundamental, because you are telling people who you are. And part of saying I'm sorry is you've just shown me the type of person that you are.
Yeah.
And it's important that we do apologize because it's not about who won, who lost, who's better, who's not better. It's about this is what happened and let's try and move on from this. And apologizing is one of the things that you do.
And for us it is about who won, who didn't win. It's like you apologizing, it's like you lost. It's like
but what's the winning and that's the thing that we need to defeat.
It's the mentality we have.
It's that mentality that we need to defeat.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Zaza, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. And this is what he said. we're looking at, as kids, yes, our mind has been colonized. We've been taught how to think. We've been taught how to ulalo.
We have.
So this winning, better ubani, and some of it, it's looking at like how our parents have dealt with this situation, or how school has said we should deal with this situation, that we don't have an independent mind. Even though you really want to get to a point of saying, look, I want to live a lifestyle where it's not about winning and not that internal mentality of you going, you're lost. Because you've been taught how to think that, and you're already going like, yay,
and then you hear the voices. You hear the voices, Sana. You hear them loud and clear. You're going to apologize. You're really going to apologize.
And you're like,
you're putting yourself down.
But the crazy thing is, the person you want to be. You know how you want to build. But you've got these voices that are interrupting what it is that you are trying to pursue,
Yeah. You've done wrong.
Yes.
Umoshile.
Stop thinking about anyways nobody did this.
Yeah.
No. It's important.
Or you've done it. You've done the same thing to me before. No.
So
no.
Is this the person that you want to be? I was very disappointed, Imna, on this Chris Rock Will Smith thing. And Philip, who has not given me the book, by the way, promised me to give me the Will book, because I'm really interested in reading it. But one of the biggest things that was very disappointing for Ulandoga Will was the showcasing of his arrogance in the act. And how even in the apologizing, how I've seen him not truly apologizing, more of it being a PR stunt rather than I am sorry about, and I'm not being judgmental, according to him, it's just my observation on it and how disappointing that whole thing happened. Rather than going like, look, I really, really did something wrong here. You don't need to. Yes, he needed to do a public apology because it was a public thing. But really sit down and saying, what matters more than, it being a public apology or anything like that, is who I hurt. I have never... Look, I've seen someone being disrespected in that way. But not in that public arena. Someone being so disrespected.
Oprah.
So disrespected in such a way where I was like, no, man. Like, I put Will in high regard. I put Will in high regard. For that to have happened, and I've been following Will, he's been on a journey, obviously. And I expected so much from what I saw. And really, I don't feel like, not that I believe in this thing of someone getting hurt or experiencing something for that act. But we should, as a society, stand and say such an act should never be something that ever sits with realm later. It's not even a debate of whether he was wrong or not. He was. And it's shocking that some people get to debate, he was wrong, he was right, and all of that. That was absolutely, totally wrong.
I think the other thing is because of the whole thing of Eland, because maybe it was a sensitive topic, but he just shouldn't have reacted that way. She was being characterized about a character that had... She wasn't bold. A lot of people say bold. She had extremely short hair like Jada is. Bold for me is no hair, by the way. And Jada looks beautiful. She looks amazing.
I'm not... Look, I do watch the show, and I didn't know that she was suffering from that, but apparently it is a thing, and it's possible that it's possible that Chris knew or did not know. But honestly, come on, there is insult humor, but that was not insult humor, and I like insult humor, by the way. But that one was not insult humor. It was just funny, we Landoka. He did.
He took it personal. It's like there was something behind. It was something more rather than something.
That's what people
was
say.
Happening. There was something really more that came out from there instead of what he really said. On the thing.
But it's important to apologize. Really important to apologize.
Yeah, and minutes.
It creates an atmosphere. First of all, it kills that ugliness.
Yeah.
But it creates an atmosphere of beauty.
Peace,
laughter,
he has
a life to be nice, to be good. all of it depends on decisions. Just making right decisions. Who cares
Right
if it makes you
decisions.
look weak or whatever? Just make the right decision.
Yeah.
Ah.
A culture of apology.
Culture of apologizing. Yo.
Can we do that?
Yo. Has it ever
can we-
been done?
can
though?
we get to that
Here's the
space?
question: has it ever been done?
Yo, I am
where there's a
angry.
culture of apologizing.
Hey, I would love to know.
Yeah.
Alice Cheleni.
Hey, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Yo, it's so hard because I think the thing is the human brain is mixed with so many things, so many landoka. It's operating so many ways. So there's so many things happening in the mind that just a simple apology has now become a degree, a PhD, and everything
Yo,
else.
PhD does it. Yo, 7 years on it takes a hell lot. You. It's something. It's big. You know, it's big, guys. We're not gonna sit here and say, "Woody, hi,
Nah,
go and
quick,
change your
quick,
life
quick,
and
that thing,
whatever."
that thing.
That's
No.
us been unreal. This thing.
It's not-
You know,
not an
it's not
easy
easy.
thing, Bulange.
Yeah, it's not easy to just.
But not even with the thing of it's not easy, but even creating that space of saying, Yoba, this is what I am working on. Yoba, my lifestyle is a lifestyle of apologizing.
Yeah.
Yoba, even when you know about okay, people you have a difficulty of apologizing, to humble yourself and say to that person, you know what, I know I'm struggling with this area. I know I'm having a difficulty.
And you
with
need
this
to
area.
humble yourself,
But
Sana.
listen to me. I am working on this area.
Yeah.
And this is my promise to you. But even if it's 3 days working on myself to come and apologize to you, I will come and apologize because apologizing is important. It's a statement of saying you matter that much that I have to swallow my pride and tell pride, but hey, pride, find another room, buddy, because Ngoko, I have to
It's
apologize.
time. Yeah. And that's powerful.
And this is not your
Mdase.
camp. You have no
That's
space
powerful,
in
Mdase.
this territory. It's very
Yeah.
important. And it's so hard. It's so hard, you know. I used to beat myself a lot and go, oh, why did you do this? Now you have to struggle with this thing of having to apologize.
It takes
And
a lot.
Yeah, you're like,
It
oh,
takes a
damn it.
lot.
And you're embarrassed to even go. You do this and you just want to fight yourself over that other side. You want to see yourself that other side of, I've already apologized and it's over, you know. But, you know, having to go through that conflict of apologizing, you know, because it's
And
important.
nothing moves forward. Don't think of what okay, now we are friends. You wrong me, and then okay, it's right next month we just continue. No.
And yes, what happens is that you wrong me here, it's a continuation. You wrong me again, it's a continuation. So, la anger yam ya, this third continuing comes back from there.
Yeah.
We
We didn't deal
from
with
there.
it. We
We have
didn't
not
deal with
dealt
it.
with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We have not dealt with it. We've
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
It's like this thing that happened. This was powerful. I told you. Remember when I was driving with my uncle and 2 children and person I was with at the time going from East London to Cape Town.
Yeah.
No, from Queenstown,
I think-
King Williamstown to Cape Town.
Yes.
We stopped at George.
Oh.
So the battery starts to like it's smoking. So the battery is
I
smoking.
remember that.
So we get this guy's like, okay, we're gonna find a battery for you. This gentleman, Afrikaner, says, what's happening? He says in Afrikaans, what's happening? I say, no, my uncle cannot speak Afrikaans. So he speaks in English and goes, what's the problem? We say, no, we're having a problem with the battery. It's smoking. And then the guy looks at the battery. Then he starts looking at the car. And I'm looking at him like, what? We just told you this is the problem. The battery. It's smoking. And then the guy is like, no. The battery is the results of the problem. You need to do a diagnostic test to find out what the problem is.
Oh my goodness.
Because if you keep changing the battery, the problem will continue coming.
So
But if you want the smoke to stop,
That's
you need
powerful.
to deal with the actual problem.
Eh.
And so just for us to just be saying we're fine,
Hey.
izawuphinde ivele the issue. Because we've not dealt
dealing
with the
it.
issue.
Yo.
Right there, Zaza. Embarrassing.
I remember. And every time you tell me this, it always gets me like it's the first time I'm hearing it. Honestly, every time I hear it, every time you tell
the
me.
minute he said that, I just went on a spiritual moment. I kept on bouncing in the garage. Like, I don't know whether people thought I was crazy. Just a huge
And
sermon
I know exactly
came.
how you become.
A huge sermon came. And I was like, what? Because for me, it was not the battery problem now. It just became a spiritual problem. And I was like, that issue was enough for me to get that message. Oh.
And every time you tell me this
what?
message, it always gives me this because the power of it. You can't just keep jumping.
No, you keep buying these batteries. Fix the issue.
Fix the issue.
Then even when you buy a new battery, it will affect your issue because you've dealt with it. And how many people have, been affected by the issue that you've been having because you've not dealt with it?
Yeah.
And it's important just to create that culture of saying, look, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really, really sorry. Let's not leave this part to let it hang.
Yeah, I didn't know what I didn't. Even if you didn't know, even if you are still confused with her, why is my friend acting like this? Go to her.
Yeah.
Did I do something to me that made you
yeah,
because I can see that you are not okay. Because you do know your friends. You do know when your friend is not being herself.
Yeah.
So if she's acting a bit weird, why is she not ignoring my cause who's always talking to me and this thing? And then all of a sudden there's this thing. There must be something. I need to speak to her. Instead, Abanye, you just find them. Is showing off, and the other one is showing off. She doesn't want us to come and apologize, so we're not talking to each other. And then you come back again next week or next month. You come and take it where you left it. Nonsense. It never goes to where you left it.
Yeah.
It never. You broke my heart. You're supposed to apologize. I don't need to be begging you to apologize to me. No. Doesn't work like that.
That's very important. That's really, really important to just create a culture of just apologizing.
Yeah.
Really. Because, Yazin, you know this. I had a very close friend of mine. And, we got to a point where things were just simply not working out. And I remember I told you, I was like, no. We can't move on and make this friendship when we have not dealt with the issue.
It can't go on.
And I'm like, no, we're not going to pretend like this issue did not happen.
Yeah.
Let's deal with the issue. And we dealt with the issue. And I realized there, because I'd never experienced the thing of, you get to a point where, there are friends, there's friendships there that can't reach this part of your life.
Yeah, you do.
It has to end.
You
but
do.
Now what I'm happy about, how that friend, and it was, Yazi, we pushed it to 2 more years than it should have ended long time ago, the friendship. Not that it was toxic or anything like that. It's just that I felt it, and I think that spirit was there, but it has reached its cause.
Yeah.
And I'd never experienced anything about friendship reach cause. But I'm happy how it ended because it was not hatred. We didn't swear at each other. We didn't landuka. It really got to a point where the friendship just had to end. And then that's where I was like, oh yeah, there is a thing of Nyani. People, the people can move with you, but to a certain point where a friendship had to
because we learn from everybody. We get something, a lesson from somebody.
Yeah.
Some people they continue with you in the train, but others via Puma was stop
this is
training.
As far as I can go.
Exactly.
Because that friendship, it was like constantly we together, TV, everything is like we just together. So when it first started, this thing of there's something, it was like a shocker for me. I think it was a shocker for him. Like things were starting to happen, and I'm like, and I think we tried our best, and we tried our best to hold on to the friendship, but the friendship had to end, and I think mutually the respect was there. But okay, this is it. But it's important that culture of izinto zihambe kahle, not have like grudge or anything like that. Just apologize when things have to be apologized. Address issues when things have to. That's the culture.
Yeah.
Not let things slip away.
Yeah.
And
because that's the problem. Because when are you moving on with it and then the other person didn't hurt? No. That person has like 10, but you're never going to trust you again. In anything that person plans, you're sure it's, We already know her. For that. And it's not good when
That's
it's
the type
already
of person
putting
she is.
So it's not good. So apologize.
Yeah.
Let's give ourselves that character, as apologizing, as hard as it may be, let's face our people.
Yeah.
Let's put ourselves down. Let's humble ourselves. And apologize. Live that life.
Exactly.
Challenge. That's all for today. We had a great time this weekend.
Yes, we did. So please subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Give us your
Thumbs up and comment. We would really love to hear what you guys think about the topics, the episode, and if there's anything that you'd like us to add. Yes. So hope to see you soon on our next episode.
Oh yeah.